Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole. If you're new, subscribe and like. If you are coming back, welcome back. This week I am feeling a lot better. I still have a little bit of like nasal congestion, a little bit of like a dry cough, but I felt 10 times better than I did last week. So we're doing good this week. I do have a little bit of a fibro flare. I shouldn't say little. I have a fibro flare going on from being sick. So it's just working through some pain, discomfort, some stomach issues and things like that. So this week we did meal prep from my cookbook that I got from my new program. I am switching from the portion fixed containers to 2B mindset. I'm going to try that this week. I think it will work a little bit better for my lifestyle. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. And let's get the meal prep started. A little bit about 2B mindset real quick is it is more plate structured, so you will have a certain plate set up for breakfast, a certain one for lunch, one for a snack, and one for dinner, and the snack is optional. So I'm going to get some plates from the dollar store. I ordered some ceramic pens, and I'm actually going to divide my plates the way that they're supposed to be, decorate them, bedazzle them the way that I do, and I'll do a video on that and show you guys how to do that. But it's more, so for breakfast, for example, it would be 50 carbs, 50 protein, and that would be my breakfast. So if I had a half a cup of protein, I would have a half a cup of carbs. And then lunch, same thing. It's like 25 protein, 25 carbs, and 50 vegetables. So I think it'll be a little bit easier for me just with, health issues and things like that. The portion fix and the amount of vegetables was a little bit hard for me to get in, even trying to modify it by having some like tomato juice or something for one of the vegetable servings. And I'm hoping this will work a little bit better. So this is what we're going to start this week and see how that goes. So I will let you guys know when I do the video for the plates and on my what I eat in a week. I'll let you know how the 2B mindset is going, and we will see if that works a little bit better for my lifestyle. For breakfast this week, I meal prepped breakfast brownies with cheesecake frosting. So this is really no added sugar. There's a couple of drops of liquid stevia for the frosting, but not much else. It is bananas, black beans, cocoa powder, vanilla extract, baking powder, semi-sweet chocolate chips. So you blend everything except for the chocolate chips in a blender, dump it in a pan, sprinkle it with chocolate chips, and then you blend the frosting, which is cottage cheese, liquid stevia, and vanilla. And then you dump that on the top, and then you marble it. So I did do the marbling. You'll see these pictures right here. It looks marbled to me, but when I baked it, you'll see you can't really tell. And the picture in the cookbook, of course, are always gorgeous. There's these big chunks of white frosting, and mine's not like that. They do taste okay, but again, no sugar. So I might bring a little bit of maple syrup just in case, so that I can kind of get used to the flavor. But if I pair it with the strawberries, I am thinking that I am not going to have to do that, so it should be fine. And I usually take the strawberries and put them with a couple of drops of the liquid stevia to sweeten them up a little bit. So I probably won't need anything at all, but we'll see how this recipe goes, and I'll let you guys know how good it is when we do the what I eat in a day. So I am looking forward to this one. It sounds delicious, and who doesn't want to eat brownies for breakfast? For lunch, I made Instapot chicken enchilada bowl. This made a ton. So it says it's supposed to make 4 servings, 2 cups each. So I have meal prep containers that have a 2-cup section and like a half-cup section, and I filled 5 containers and still had some left in my Instapot. and it is quite a bit of cauliflower rice and chicken. So I put it in 5 containers, and then I shared what was left over with my neighbor. So this will be paired with some salsa, a lime wedge, and some diced green onion. And I will take that to work with me for lunch, and we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of 50-50 on cauliflower rice. I have gotten the Green Giant steamer fried rice one, and I really, really enjoyed it. So we're going to see how this turns out, and see how it warms up and see how it lasts throughout the week. I did taste it to see how it was, and I definitely think that it needs the lime. I did not add cilantro to mine. I'm not the hugest cilantro fan unless it's in salsa. I absolutely love it in salsa. I think it's great in salsa. But just kind of mixing it in something like this, I didn't really want to do that. I might buy some and dice it up so where I can add it fresh. So we'll see how that goes. But we will see how this lunch goes throughout the week. Next thing I made was a snack. I went with Autumn's banana apple muffins, and again, no sugar, just the bananas for the sugar. I will probably bring some cinnamon butter. I have a seasoning, a cinnamon roll seasoning from Flavor God. It is actually amazing. I love Flavor God's seasonings. So I might just take it and take some vegan butter and mix it with that and bring that to put on there. And I'm kind of a person that likes something on my muffin. I don't really like to eat them plain. I did try them. My grandson tried them, and my son tried them as well. It did make 9. I probably will not eat 9 to myself. So my son will probably have some as well. So I'll probably just, take a couple, like 2 tablespoons of butter and mix it up with some seasoning. I won't need a lot, so that should last me throughout the week as well. They were very delicious. They were moist. Sorry for anybody who does not like that word, but they were very fluffy and they were delicious. But again, eating one, I'm a person that likes to spread something on it, whether it be jelly or butter or something like that. So I will probably just make some cinnamon roll flavored butter with my Flavor God seasoning and put that on them, and that will be my snack while I'm at work. And we will see how they last throughout the week. I am storing them in my refrigerator. I definitely think that they need to be stored in the refrigerator versus sitting on my counter. I have like a little cupcake container that I got from the dollar store. I don't even know how many years ago. So I'll be storing them in the fridge, and we'll be eating those for my snack throughout the week. For dinner this week, I won't be doing anything too extravagant or extraordinary. I made some Italian sausage up again this week, and I've got my frozen vegetables. And for dinner, it's 75% vegetables and 25% protein. So I will be eating that. Usually by the end of the day, I am utterly exhausted, especially right now being in the fibro flare. I have little to zero energy by the time I get home from work. So throwing some diced up sausage and vegetables into a skillet and eating that for dinner will be just fine for me. And if I don't feel like the Italian sausage, I will scramble up or fry some eggs and have that along with it. Not having the carb is going to be a little bit of adjustment for me, so I'm really hoping that I can do that, and we will see how it goes throughout the week. So I'm not doing anything crazy for dinner. I have just, no energy by the time I get home lately. A lot of changes going on at work, a lot of late hours. So I'm still kind of keeping the same schedule where I'm not having breakfast until almost 10, and then, my snack and then my lunch at 4. Then when I get home, I'm having dinner at like 8. So that's kind of all still the same. So we're going to see how it goes with this new system and see how it goes. And I'm just going to keep dinner simple for right now. I think that's going to be my most challenging meal, so I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible. It has the most vegetables in it, so I'm going to keep it simple for this week and see how it goes with this new plan. So I just wanted to go over a little bit of about a fibro flare. So fibromyalgia is joint pain, muscle pain, fatigue. There's some fibro fog. There's a lot of things that it can possibly be. And a fibro flare is when there is an intense increase in those kind of conditions. And right now, after being sick, because my body was working so hard to fight off being sick, and with autoimmune, your immune system's already on like high alert all the time. Like your body's constantly attacking itself. Whether it be, your stomach, your joint, your muscles, take your pick. It could be all three of them every day. It could be one of them one day, two of them the next day. And it's not always the same either, and it's not usually the same side of my body. So I might have my right ankle but my left hip hurts, or my right calf muscle is cramping but my left hip, or something like that. So typically when you get sick or you're highly stressed or something like that, you usually get a flare. And after just being sick with that really high fever and then starting to recover, then my grandson got sick, and then I got sick very, very shortly after. And then now, female issues is also increasing, which usually at that time of month, I always have like kind of like a mini flare, just because it's a hormonal imbalance at that point. So I'm kind of combating a lot of things right now. So you'll see me be more fidgety, like I can't sit still, there's no comfortable position. I'll be tugging on my clothes because they're uncomfortable. Like anything against my skin hurts, anything too loud hurts, anything too bright hurts. I have more headaches, things like that. My psoriasis flares up and I start getting sores on my head, my scalp, my elbows get worse, my chest gets worse. Typically, I do pretty good with the psoriasis and keeping it to where it's not very, very bad. I might have a couple of small patches. With the flare-ups, I tend to get a lot of patches. So I just kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. So you might see me the next couple of videos being very, I guess, uncomfortable, and uncomfortable in my own skin would be the best way to describe it. They can last anywhere from a couple of days, couple of weeks to a couple of months. After moving from the Midwest into a warmer climate, I don't typically last that long anymore. Alright, that is it for the meal prep video. I hope you guys enjoy. I will be doing a what I eat in a day and posting it on Wednesdays, so I hope to see you guys all then. And if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you want a video on anything in particular that I talked about, let me know and I can work on putting something together. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.